It'll tell me in a few minutes. Oh, we are live on Facebook, it says now. Hey everybody, all about Scouts. Actually one of my really good friends, she used to be my neighbor, is on with me. Say hi, Jenni.
Hi, sorry, my picture's not there.
How long have we known each other?
Oh, I was just thinking, I have pictures of Bobby as like a little person, like because he's what, a year younger than Emily? Emily's 14 now, so like 12 years.
No, they're the same age.
Then I'm still gonna go with 13 years. 12 or 13 years. It's been a long time.
Yeah, we used to be neighbors. I think the one biggest memory I have was because I was an RA and our bottom apartments were back to back. And I remember having to run into your apartment because I was like, why do I have water leaking everywhere on my side? And it was just something really weird with the pipes. I remember going in.
Where was I? I wasn't there, right? Weren't we like out of town? And then I was like, oh my God, our house is flooding and we're not even there.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
I got to go swimming in your bathroom, sort of.
I know. Thanks for saving our house.
Oh my gosh, I remember that. And thank you, John, he still works there, the maintenance person.
He does. Who still is an officer he's with Berkeley now, is Brian Parsley. I love him.
Yeah, he's awesome. But it's so funny because I don't think you even knew I was a scout leader initially. And then somehow we found each other that we were scout leaders. It's a small world.
Well, I was looking for scout information and then I found your page and I was like, holy crap, that's my neighbor. I was like, I'm just gonna message her.
Oh, that's right. You found my blog.
Yeah, right, exactly.
And then you found the page. Okay.
Yes.
It's a small world after all. I'm just kidding. But it's great because you messaged me this morning. I woke up to a message from you.
I did.
What was your message?
I was asking what ideas that you had or anybody had really to keep our scouts engaged during like a pack meeting or even, den meetings. But right now I'm primarily focused on my pack meeting that's happening like this week. I know it's late. Don't judge me. I've got 4 kids and a chronic illness for all those other people that are judging me. So
nobody judges you.
We have to be, we want to keep it like an hour or so, and we want to keep the kids engaged, but it's over Zoom. So I don't want to just talk at them, right? I want to do something with them, but the games that I keep thinking of, they could easily cheat if they really wanted to, or of course we would hope that they wouldn't, but I don't know. I just want to make it fun and friendly. And they're all coming back to each other. They haven't seen each other for a long time. So it'll all be just new, just kind of, we want to do maybe a quick, fast, your favorite part of this break or what have you been up to kind of thing. Cause we only have 12 pack members or so.
So that makes it nice because you can get a lot more interpersonal, and some of the games that you can play on a den level for bigger packs, you could play at a pack level for you. So it actually has its benefits to be a smaller unit, especially when you're running a bigger meeting.
Right.
If you have any questions, drop them in the chat because I do have my video on, or the live on my phone too, so I can see questions. Or if you have ideas, drop them below too. And hi, John, thank you for tagging Natalie. That's awesome. So the goal of this is to come up with different ideas.
Right. Yeah. Just, okay, so what did we think about? Well, and we were also wondering what other fundraising things that you guys are all doing with, with COVID. Cause I heard that we couldn't do wreath sales this year here in California.
I would check in with your DE and see if you could do the online. I know with ours, we're doing a lot of stuff online. Yeah, and
Right.
please definitely drop a like and a comment below. Let us know you're here. Let us know if you have questions too that go along with hers.
But I thought it
So I
was
definitely
like,
want to help.
how does it work? Like making your own fundraising thing? Like, what if we like designed masks for our pack and like did those or something? I don't know.
I will look into that because I know a lot of different units are actually doing different kind of fundraisers like that. I
Yeah.
would
I
think
think,
that a lot of it is dependent on your unit and your DE and your council, because every unit and every units are made up a little bit differently in Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts than it is in Girl Scouts.
right. Oh, should we
So
say that I'm a Boy Scout
yeah, you're a
leader?
Cub. Yeah, he is a Cub
Or
Scout leader.
a Cub Scout? Just kidding.
Hi,
I meant,
hi, Perry. Welcome.
you know what I
Um,
meant.
you never know. Yeah, hey Perry, it is nice to virtually meet you, sort of. Let us know if you have any questions. So like what I do, and if it makes you feel any better, there's so many times I'll wake up and go, oh, it's Monday. I have a pack
Yeah.
meeting tonight.
That's exactly what I did today. I said, oh, it's just the three, like leaders, right? The den leaders and the cub master. There's two den leaders and the cub master right now. So it was just us three. That's all that meets right now.
Well, and you're having the same problem as a lot of units are unfortunately having with the pandemic, which is that the leadership pool is kind of dwindling down a little bit just because of the pure stress that everybody is under. And Perry, both of us are real people, just FYI. Sorry, he asked a question. Is it a
Oh,
real woman or a robot? I was like, no, she's definitely
I'm a
a
real
real
person.
woman.
I wish
We're
I
both
wish I
real
could
people.
like I would have my normal picture up there, but it automatically logs into my work Zoom. So I don't know. I'll change that right now.
I see that you've moved very far from Berkeley.
I have. Why?
no,
Why?
no,
The
no, I'm
train.
making a joke because you're in San Mateo, I'm in Washington, D.C.
Oh yeah.
So we both knew each other at UC Berkeley. That's how we know each other. So one of the things that I did, right, is it's okay to wake up and be like, oh my gosh, I still have a meeting to plan and feel like you're going to be good, right?
Right.
So one thing that I do is I started using what's called Google Slides. And that's really super duper helpful because what you could do is you can go in and you would have the date, and then you have like the flag and the Cub Scout, oath and the law. And then I actually also include something we don't always do, which is the Scout or the outdoor code. And the difference is, and I don't know if you have den chiefs, but anyone who has den chiefs, use your den chiefs. The Cub Scouts will respond a lot better when there are the den chiefs that are helping to lead the meetings. So I will use my den chiefs that will, come in and they will help lead the scout, the scout oath, the scout law, and all that stuff.
We
So
definitely
it's
do not have issues.
and do you know what a den chief is? Oh, Jenny, you muted yourself. Do you know? So if you guys don't know what a den chief is just like in the Scouts BSA or Boy Scouts troop, they have leadership, right? You have the senior patrol leader, you have the patrol leaders. One of those leadership positions is a den chief, and they will come in and they will help at the den level. So it is a an older scout that will come into the Cub Scout and help the Boy Scout or help the Cub Scout leaders. And I am a huge advocate of den chief because I feel like it gives them a lot of leadership that they can then go in and take with them when they become patrol leader. So I'm a high proponent of or advocate of den chiefs. So utilize those if you're going to do a pack meeting. That's number one. Number two, again, is the Google Slides, because what you could do is you have everything for the beginning of the meeting already lined up. And then what you could do is you could then do one where you have the announcements. And the funnest part of any meeting is when the Cub Master goes, I have announcements, and they all start singing announcements, what a horrible way to die. And that's always a fun song to sing. It gets interesting when it's virtual though.
But still.
Well, I can show you kind of like what we did last time, if it is helpful. And this is great. Can you see this?
I can see that yours. Yes, I can see it now.
Okay. So what we do is we say, here is the pack meeting. We just had ours. We decided that we were going to set ours on the same day every month. So ours is going to be on the fourth Monday every month.
Okay. Is
And
this
then that way,
recorded? Because this is off. I want to keep this forever.
yeah, this is going to be recording. Don't worry. And then what I'll do is I'll put this on YouTube as well.
Okay, cool.
I'll link it. And then I'll do this as a Google slide and I'll share it with you as well. And I'll do it a separate one, so it's not my actual pack meeting. So this is what I used during my actual pack meeting. So I had the pack meeting, then I had the Pledge of Allegiance,
Right.
then I had the Scout Oath, the Scout Law, the Outdoor Code. And then what is great about Google Slides is that you can import videos. Sometimes people have had issues playing. If I want to go to YouTube and I want to play a video, it's actually really hard for me to do that sometimes. So I will come in and you link in a video straight to the Google Slides, and it will play. And then that's an easier way to do it. So we started talking about cyberchip at our last meeting because we felt like, or at least I felt that, we're going to start having meetings virtually. Let's get them jump started on, hey, here's a fresh reminder what you got to do. And the cyberchip is a great one to do because it's easy. The kids kind of already know a little bit about it. And it's a requirement every scout has to do for the rank.
Right. Okay, cool.
So you're kind of hitting everybody at one time. Not literally, I do not condone hitting. But you know what I mean. So we do like, what is cyberchip and why is it important? And then we added stuff in like announcements. So we talked about that. So like what I did with my boys is I said, if you have if you've attended all your meetings, if you've done good, if you've helped out, even though my hair is dyed, you can see that, right? I'm going to go even crazier. I told my scouts if they actually were participating in their scouting, and came to the next pack meeting, and you guys get to see it live, by the way. I haven't said that to anybody. I'm going to let them choose what color I'm going to dye my hair.
Oh, what? I'm not that brave.
Yeah, so they're going to get to choose between different colors. I'm still like trying to order them. And my Girl Scouts found out and wanted to join, so I'm going to have them join in on that meeting as well.
Nice.
And there's the other obvious stuff, like you have to have too deep leadership and all that kind of stuff. And so that's an obvious, but you can also look into games like Kahoot, Scribble.io, which is actually really fun for the kids. And you can create a private room, so it's only those kids. And then just make sure that you say, hey, this is what we're going to do. We need everybody to kind of, move over to that part,
Right.
So I don't know if that is helpful at all. And I can, again, I'll like put this all into a chat for you, or all into a slide for you.
So I typed I would love just like a copy of your slide too, like so I could, edit it or whatever, but just so I can see like the order of things or even just like the sidebar. But so you said Kahoot, and then what was the other one?
Scribble.io.
Scribble.
Yeah. My scouts love this. And so what we do is, if you could see this, you put your name, so I would,
Right. Okay.
I can literally do all about scouts, and then I would go down here and I could hit create a private room. Oh, this is gonna play an ad. Oh yay. I've always wanted to
add. And this is just
apparently I have really bad grammar. No, I'm just kidding.
It's like, wait, this is
I am offended. No, but this is what it will look like. And then you would be like, okay, we want to do 5 rounds. I let the kids pick the draw time because it's a lot of fun for the kids to do that. Then you can even choose your language.
And it like, go ahead.
So you can actually even do custom words. So I could put Scout Law and what's lion and tiger and bear.
Right.
Oh
Yeah.
my. And so you can like, make your own words. And then you can hit start game. And then what it'll do is this link right here, you would just copy and then you put this in the chat during the meeting.
That's okay. And then they all press it like at the same time.
And then when they log in, it will all show up right here.
Like and then they have. And then how do you play it? Is it like a draw? What like it's like a. Is it like a hangman thing or like a draw, like a Pictionary kind of thing? Or?
More like Pictionary, and then people guess, and they get points on who guesses first.
That's cool.
And it's a lot of fun. You want to make sure that they stay on the Zoom though, so everyone can hear each other.
Right. The only thing I would worry about is that like we have like a wide range of like we have first grade all the way to fifth grade, right? So we have like 2 first graders, and then everybody else is like much older. So well, I mean,
in that case, I would go good with your first graders because that's about how good I draw right now, at least on a computer.
So they could do, lion, and they're pretty good.
Well, you don't have to do those kind of words either. You can do.
They could do lion. We could do animals. They could do animals.
Yeah, you can come up with your words, but you don't always have to come up with the words. Like Scribble.io, you don't have to come up with words. The nice thing about this is no one has to have an account. No one has to try.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, and then if they get kicked out for any reason, they just log back in with that same link.
Nice.
Cool. So unlike Among Us, where when you log in, if you get kicked out, you're kicked out until the game is done. That's not the case with Scribble.io.
Right. Okay. That's super cool.
Yeah. I don't know if that is helpful. I'll try to find Kahoot is good. I would say Jeopardy Labs is really good too. But you again want to base the questions. You can make the $100 questions for the younger kids and the $500 questions for the older kids.
And that's
if you do with the Jeopardy.
Yeah, if you throw these in the chat, I can totally like look them up today. Right.
Okay, I'm gonna throw them in the chat. You ready?
After 5, haha, funny. Just because I
write it for you.
How does is Kahoot, like I like the idea of an interactive game with Zoom. I don't know what's Kahoots, is that like also, is that a board game or is that also?
That's online.
That's online too. They can play it together like the same way we do the Scribble.io. Sort
of, except for example, if I'm doing the Kahoot, I would mark the question, or I would make the questions, and then I would share my screen. And then what they would see when they log in on their link would be, they would choose between A, B, C, and D, right? But the questions would be on my screen. So at that point, they would have to do a half screen. But people have done it successfully for many meetings. Like kids are used to Kahoot. It was funny because in my meeting, it was really funny to hear one of my scouts say, I was like, oh, well, if you guys don't know what Kahoot is, because the Den Chiefs jumped right into the game. And I was like, wait, hold on a second. We have to explain it for those that don't know. And of course, one of the kids was like, if you don't know what Kahoot, what planet are you living on? So apparently every scout has been doing Kahoot.
I think that would be like a great idea for like our individual meetings, but I'm just like, I just want to try to like find something with the least amount of user error for 12 kids of all ages in like a 40-minute time limit, right? So I don't know.
Well, and you can like ask them, what are they planning on doing for Halloween? You can ask them what kind of games they want to play. There's a lot of ways that you can go about it. And if this is your first pack meeting of the year, you can even ask them, well, we're going to play like a little game. Might play Scribble.io or Kahoot or whatever in a few minutes, but what do you guys want to do? And see, you'll be surprised what they come up with.
Yeah, like what ideas they have to do on Zoom meetings or just today for that pack meeting.
No, in general, because then you can actually tailor what the pack meetings will be on what they would want. I don't even have the golden spatula with me right now. I think I actually hung it back up officially. But we have a golden spatula that, you know, when we do campouts, they have a cooking competition. And I said, you know, whoever comes to the meeting can help, you know, name who won the golden spatula for the spring of 2020, because we couldn't camp. I totally thought they were going to pick toilet paper as a name, but they picked the golden jalapeno instead.
It actually reminded me when you said, I don't know what you said, but it reminded me that it's all of our, because it's the new school year, we do it by school year because it's through like our church and the Catholic school and stuff. So all of our people have, you know, gone to the next rank. So what do we do about that?
That's a really good question. I would say that it's really important to let families know, especially during a pandemic. If your scout did not make rank last year, what I've told my boys is keep going. If you didn't earn lion, that's fine. Just finish it up as you're still working on your tiger. Or if you were a bear, keep working on bear as you earn your weebolo.
Right. Okay. So maybe we'll just.
Well, you want to retain them. That's the biggest important thing. And hi, Bill. Hi, Shea.
Maybe I'll like confirm who's made it, like, and who's not too. I mean, the other girl would know. The other den leader would know. Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm still learning, all these words. I just joined
that leader.
Cub Scouts, like the end of last year, and then the pandemic hit, and like everything ran away, and so I can't. And then we've all just been, swamped with impossible tasks, and none of us have, gotten a lot of time to do anything. So we're all really passionate about, coming back strong though, and, engaging everybody and getting everybody excited again and all that stuff.
One of the best ways to do that is to do something that excites you too.
Like what?
To do something that excites you, or something that will have, like, you're showing up with somewhat of a plan, even if it's like a half plan. Sometimes we don't realize that, okay, we want to plan like 3 or 4 things, but then like 2 things take the entire meeting, and that's okay too.
Right.
So, give yourself a little bit of forgiveness when you're going in and you're doing a meeting.
Right.
And there's like so many resources and videos out there that like I'm putting them together, and I'll post them too. I've seen more geared towards dens than I have as a pack meeting.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that that's important because pack meetings have a different culture than each den individually.
Right. Yeah.
So it's really dependent on what your boys want to do. But for the first one, a lot of them are going to want to like talk to each other and say, this is what I did and this is what I'm doing, and who wants to play this game? Ooh, look at my virtual background, and so allow a little bit of time for that.
Right. Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. And we do want to do like a time, I don't know, like a minute or 2 for everyone to just kind of talk about, I don't know what topic. We haven't really picked a topic, either like what they've been doing or, what they want to talk about. Just give them, a couple of minutes, since we only have so few of them, we could fit, would take like a half an hour, and then the other half an hour, we could play, and that would probably fill it all up if we did the announcements or what was your first thing? So there was pledge, and then
and if you have older scouts, have the older scouts lead it. If no one will lead it, then obviously the leaders will lead the Pledge of Allegiance. But I think that's really an important key component of a meeting, because when you come into your normal pack meetings, you're coming into that pack meeting expecting that you'll be doing the Pledge of Allegiance and the Scout Oath and the Scout Law.
Right. Okay.
And then you still have all your fun after. I think that's so important to keep.
Right. And then, so the Pledge of Allegiance, like you just put up a picture like of your of a flag, and then just keep it there while we all do it. Okay.
Yeah. And you can have one person do it. You have a smaller group, so then you can just have everybody do it together. if it doesn't get too loud. If not, then you just mute everybody else and then just unmute the 1 or 2 people who are going to say it.
Right. Okay. It would be kind of cool to give, like you said, have the older scouts come in and give them, everybody kind of like a job, like even the little ones, but I don't know what kind of, then I have to like send out an agenda, right? And then everyone would know their like part, I guess.
You can, but if you have a meeting tonight, I would just do it on the fly. Because sometimes an older scout might come in and not want to do the Pledge of Allegiance.
Right. No, yeah. I mean,
it might be that tiger that goes, I know the whole thing by heart.
Right. No, there are, we do have a lion. Well, he's the tiger, right? But he knew the whole scout oath by heart. So
yeah. But, by the way, a key thing is you go to that child's parent and say, hey, do you want to help lead? Because I can tell that your child is really into scouting.
No, right? Yeah, exactly. But she has offered to help me since there's only 2 of us, right, in our den. But so tonight the meeting is just like the 3 den leaders, right? The 3 den leaders, and one of them's the cub master, and then the meeting is like in 2 days though. So I don't have a ton of time to prepare, but I did want to like have something, I like this like open forum concept where we can just kind of talk it out. And I can't see the chat, so I don't know what's going on in there.
You can tell I was looking at that. Mark, what do you mean by that? Mark says, even my younger scouts jump out of their seats when I ask for volunteers without a pre-agenda. No, I wasn't saying that. I was meaning that if a scout were to come on, you can ask them ahead of time, hey, who wants to say the Pledge of Allegiance, right? That scout may come on and be like, I don't want to do that after all.
Right.
And so that was what I was meaning.
I mean, we could call out volunteers too. Yeah, we could do that. But we tried that at the last, we had like a kind of like a hangout meeting where like everybody just got on to kind of see each other, and this was like the old Cub Masters thing, and they kind of said like goodbye, or and we had given them like like gifts and stuff, so they had like thanked us for that, and everyone got to see each other. But we did ask for volunteers for something and nobody wanted to volunteer. So I am a little worried if like I just do it, I'd rather like talk to the other den parents and be like, hey, do any of your scouts like to do this and would want to do this,
Yeah, I think like if you did that, it would be good. I would say you prepare for that, and then also prepare for asking on the spot too. I have seen it work. So I mean, Mark, you're very right. I think it's not going in with it like a pre-agenda. It's just going, this is what we're gonna do.
Right. Like
if anybody wants to help out with that, that's great.
Right.
And sometimes you might get a kid who comes on at the last minute who's like, wait, hold on a second, I want to do the oath and law. And so just be prepared for both.
Right. Okay.
And you've got a small enough group that I think that it will be a lot easier because you guys will get to know each other a lot more intimately than if it was like a pack of like 30, 40, or 50 kids.
Right. And we want to recruit like more kids as I've talked to, that was another question I had. It's kind of like unrelated, but I wanted to like, is there like a flyer or something that I could distribute to the parents via email of like my son's first grade class, because we have other parents that I've talked to that have shown interest. So I want to kind of get them on board, like actually though. So, pay their fees and all that stuff, get all that going.
So I would have them go for the scouts that are interested in, or kids that are interested in becoming scouts. I would have them just go ahead and go to beascout.org and give them the pack number and everything, and just go ahead and have them enroll and get them started. Well, or the other ones that you're kind of not sure about, talk to your district executive and say, look, we would really want to help get this out. They can help you make contact with your PTA, because you're going to want your PTA's permission. Now, if you're giving out just to your class, that's great.
Yeah, it's just to the class, and the teacher said that like I'm gonna send it to the teacher and she's gonna send it out to the class. So I'm not that way.
Yeah,
We're
then
not.
you could contact your DE or just make a flyer quick up and do that.
Okay, but there's no like, here's the flyer we normally pass out when we want little kids to see, because they think it's like work, and I was talking about like the outdoors, and then one of them was telling me he was a fisherman. And I was like, well, how can you say you don't like the outdoors but you love to fish? And so we started talking, so he's like super interested, and I'm friends with his mom, so he'll probably be joining for sure. But there's a few others that want information before they commit, obviously.
So there's a couple of things I would do. I would contact your DE. They would have they would send you like the flyer that they would normally send out, and then what you do is you just edit the bottom to include your PAC's information.
Okay, cool.
Oh, Mark said your units on myscouting.org should have a QR code that's specific to your PAC. And many districts make a flyer template, but it's not 100%. Mark, yeah, that's what mine does too.
That is an awesome idea. I'm on that thing, right? So because I'm registered as Denley.
It's getting used to it. It's okay. There's always something new to get used to.
It's all new to me, but I'm 100,000% willing to learn, and I want to learn, to how to do it all and do it correctly, so I can help, future new people. Because hopefully we'll get, other kids and other parents and other help, ouch.
I can see if I can find it. Mark, if you have an example of what yours looks like, can you share it? I know with ours, it wasn't so much district as it was one that, the council made and then handed out to the DEs, and the DEs, then email it to us. But get in touch with your DE and your council, because what some will do too is they will help run Facebook ads. We did a back to scouting, like a joint scouting night virtually, and answered questions as well. And we just did it via Zoom, like what you and I are doing now.
Right.
And then we did, we answer questions. And then what I'm going to do is and I could do it as a generic too. I made a video and I could share that with you too if you want after I'm done making it, so that way you can share like this is what scouting is and all that.
Right, no, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I want to get them, I just want to get them, prepared and excited and, informed, of what their responsibilities are too,
Well, then let parents and other leaders know too. Like it doesn't work as well when, like I'm gonna be putting this in my den tonight of like, I'm already the Cub Master. We all have to be working together. If one person's leading the whole den, it doesn't, I mean, it's great, but it doesn't get as much of the same effect as if we're all pitching in together. And right. So, when you're doing that, let them know that, their investment means that they're investing back into not just their own scout, but the whole pack.
Okay, yeah.
And it makes for a much better program, because what my leaders will come up with is different than what your leaders will come up with.
Right. Yeah.
Wait, what's your like, I know it's probably not the same one, but what's your council?
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ask a question on the spot.
I want to say it's the San Francisco Bay Area Council, but we're so close to the other one because we're in the East Bay. I live in Hayward, so we're right next to like the like whatever like the Alameda one is. So I don't remember which one it is. Please don't hate me. Oh, it's on my which is also not here right now. Okay. I have the patch on my shirt, of course, right? So I want to say it's the Bay Area Council. I'm like 90% sure.
Okay, so I have, of all things of another small world, I'm a part of this group from when I was at UCSC, that it's just like a really, really small group of people, and of all irony, one of the new DEs is part of that group. And so what I'm doing is I'm trying to like reach out to her, and I could try to reach out to her and be like, hey, can you email the template to a friend of mine? So I'll see if I can message her, but I think she might be in the council right below you.
Okay, yeah, because that
Those
right.
are more like Santa Cruz, Monterey area, and I don't think that's the same as the East Bay one.
No, it's not. Yeah, they're because we're like the Bay Area, which is why I think because we're actually one of the Bay Area cities. So I think that's why we're in the Bay Area Council. But I do know that there's one above us, but that's the Alameda one, and then there's also the one that's like the coast, but it's like, yeah. So I think yours is I don't know what it is, but let me go look for my shirt.
Yeah, you and I would be in the same council if I was still living in Berkeley, I think. So Mark, hey Mark, we're both in the same council. Yay, we're both in the NCAC. So he actually posted the flyer template for our council. And if you need to, I would, use that and modify it as you need to.
Where did he post it? I want this.
She's like, I want it now.
For real, where is this posted?
It's in the chat, like, so I'm looking at my phone and my computer at the same time. And the reason why you guys aren't seeing her is because she has like because on Zoom, when you do Zoom video, on lives, it doesn't show you unless your video is on. So she is there. She's in California. I'm in DC.
I'm here. I promise.
I miss you.
I'm just I'm running everywhere. I'm a hot mess. It's not cute. So.
You remember my kids before they were scouts and when they were actually smaller than me.
They were
that's always, how long we've known each other.
They were all, I was there when Via was born, like not physically there, but she was like, yeah, you were pregnant, and you were pregnant with
Kai,
your youngest, before you, did you have him before you left? I don't think you did.
Yeah, I did.
Like the village?
Oh. He's the only one born in Berkeley.
I don't think I remember that. I feel like I remember you just having Avi though at some point. Anyways.
No, would you believe it that Kai is he's going to be a boy, like a Scouts BSA Boy Scout in like a year and a half.
Oh my gosh.
I brought him to scouting in my arms.
That makes me feel really old. So.
Well, yeah, I feel that way when I look at Emily. I'm like, what the heck? You grew up on me.
Yeah, she just started high school, and I can't handle this high school stuff.
It's been hard. It's been really, really tough. No, I mean, you're gonna have a good packing. I think the best thing is to go in and be jazzed about it and be creative and let the kids will come up with ideas. I did. I don't know if you watched the one where I did the ice cream sundae, where I told the kids, like, if you guys do, do XYZ and you come to the July meeting, we'll do an ice cream social. Everybody bring your ice cream, and you get to pick what I get to put on my ice cream. And that live is somewhere on here, by the way, and it's on my YouTube as well. And the things they, picked for me were quite interesting. Now, one of those toppings was chocolate sauce. I just want to say. So it's funny because when we did the Denchies put together our Kahoot, and one of the questions was, what did Come Master Victoria not have on her ice cream sundae? And the things, I think it was chocolate sauce, mushrooms, jalapenos, and mustard.
Gross.
The one thing that was not on my sundae was chocolate sauce. But anyway, you can do stuff like that. Like if you have a leader that's daring enough to do something like that on a Zoom, it's a lot of fun and the kids get a kick out of it.
I bet we could get somebody, well, I don't know, maybe we could get somebody to do it. Guys are braver than, I feel like, at eating strange things than girls are.
After the jalapenos at summer camp, I just threw that out the window.
She's like, forget it. Oh, no more of those. Cool. So I think and then for my lion meetings, tiger meeting now, right? So.
Well, and again, expect that the tigers are going to be a little bit more rambunctious. Oh, also, what I was going to say is tell them if they need to bring their dinner, let them. I'm going to do that with my scouts. You need to bring your dinner, you need to bring snacks, bring it.
For their regular meeting, but probably not the pack meeting. Right.
I mean, it depends. I mean, I've had some, even right now, I'm having my smoothie, the last bit of my smoothie for my lunch while we talk. And I'm live on the page with, how many people?
Well, that doesn't count. It's your page. Do whatever you want.
But in that case, I shall draw a mustache But no, actually, that would be a fun one too, where you can have them like, think of different ideas. You can have, if you have siblings together, you could do like little skits live on a Zoom. There's so much you could do. Ooh, songs you could do.
Yeah. Well, that's the only,
but that's on the line a little bit.
It's harder, with, everybody. Oh, you mean for just lines? Sorry.
Well, just for everybody. So I'm going to have our virtual camp out, I think at the end of October. And so I'm going to actually ask the scouts, come on, share something with us, a game, anything. And by the way, Mark, you're awesome. I might actually ask if you want to come on and talk about some of the stuff, because he's really good. He said, sorry, it took a minute. The QR code is under the membership manager on invitations. That would be more your Cub Master, I believe. And Mark, tell me if I'm wrong. It's only the Key 3 that has access to that, I believe. I could be wrong.
Wait, what level gets that?
I know the Cub Masters do. So I can go under, let me see if I can log on mine from the myscouting.org. My computer runs a little bit slower when I'm on live. So let me see if it'll come up real quick.
Right.
So I'm logging on. I'm not going to show you my password. I got to be good. All right, let's see. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. He's saying, yeah, he's pretty sure I'm right. I think it's the Key 3 that get it. So this is under myscouting.org. So this is my membership manager right here.
Okay, great.
So I can go to application manager. I can go to member manager.
So I would have to ask my Cub Master to send me like the QR code.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it. That's not the invite.
What is the baby doing? Sorry, that's like super loud.
I would guess it would be under maybe application, an invitation. Oh yeah, there you go. He's right. See.
Can lowly den leaders invite people, or?
I shall now download the invite. Yeah, I'm guessing you can. I have not used the QR code from here before. We've just added it.
Okay, well, I'll have to try that.
This would be under the Cub Master or the committee chair. Do you have a committee chair currently?
Yes. Yes, we do.
Okay, so either one of those would have access to it, and if they don't have access to it, I would email your DE.
Okay.
And those would be the few people that you can reach out. Sorry, my phone I'm gonna plug in my phone again. Wow. So if you hear my phone restart, that's what it is.
No, it's okay. It was just muted because the baby is loud. So.
The bigger question is, are you still in the bathroom?
I am still hiding in here, yes, but
in the bathtub. It is no longer a bathroom, it is a she shed.
It is, yeah.
Shed.
I do like the decorations in here. I did them myself. My feet are getting tired of standing
candles
here.
And everything. No.
I should have taken a bath.
No, I can officially say I'm not in my bathroom, and in fact, like I have well,
now I'm in my kitchen.
Kids. Yeah, I have my 3 kids. No, see, the bathroom doesn't work with me because my kids, especially if I'm like in there for for just like hanging out. Yeah, that wouldn't work. They'd be like, "Ooh, you're playing a game."
No, exactly.
You caught me. But my kids are a little bit smarter.
Which is why I was. Well, if the baby wasn't in his crib, well, he's waking up now. He would definitely be in there with me. But I left. I'm in the kitchen now.
Ooh, now we're hungry. Yum.
No, I'm not. I'm just throwing this crap away that was on the floor in the hallway. So.
Okay, my phone just went up and died on me again. Boo. Okay. Well, if you have any questions, my phone just died, so I can't see them. But I can definitely answer them when we get off. I mean, I hope that was helpful. I'll send you a
No, it was super helpful, and I would love, a copy of your slide if possible. And I can't see I can't see the flyer that Mark, was it Mark put up?
Let me see if I can log into my Basecamp. I don't know whether so I don't know if you guys use Basecamp. We use Basecamp in our council for our district and our council. So let me see if I can find this. I mean, well, I can try. Let me see if I can try to access it on the page.
Well, I can try to just Google it, and then if this live is going to be up on the page, then I'll be able to see his comment, right? No, maybe.
Yeah, as soon as it'll still be there.
Okay, cool.
Oh, so I just saw that. Hey, Mark. Yeah, so Mark is a Cub Master as well, so he can see it.
Okay.
Okay, so this is what I can show you what it looks like. I just brought it up. So this is what ours looks like.
Okay. Okay. I'm sure I could like Google it, right? And then it would have to come up somewhere, right?
If it was on Basecamp, it would be kind of hard. So what I'll do is right now I'm going to see if I can add it, attach this. Oh, come on. Attach this as a PDF into the comment. I don't know.
Or can you even like send it to me through Messenger?
I think so.
I can't, I'm on my phone, so I can't see any of these like comments or chats or anything.
They're all talking behind you about your back. Just kidding.
No, I know. They're probably like, why is this lady hiding in her bathroom from her kids? Oh, to get something done.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. That's every parent. I just sent it to you.
Cool. Thank you.
Now, it's not going to have the QR code from your...
No, right. No.
That's the only thing. And what I'll do is I'll post it. I could try to post it separately as a different post altogether after this, because for some reason I think it's not allowing me to load it, which is weird. Or do it as a comment. Oh, you know what it might do though? Here, just realized. I'll try this. I'm gonna try this. Okay, let's see if that works. That should work. It'll give you a link. Okay,
that. Me? Am I checking right now? I didn't want to leave the. Oh yeah, I see the link for the PDF, or I see the PDF.
Okay, cool. Well, let me know if you have any more questions. I'll send you the slide, and everybody, I'll like do like a more formal one where I can show you it, and then like kind of do a mock one and give you different resources in there.
Awesome. Thank you so much for doing this with me. Even though I have to talk in front of millions of people. No, I'm just
kidding. Millions of people. Actually, well, if you wanted to, we've done pack stuff with other packs too. That was the other thing I was going to suggest. So if there was something where you wanted to do something as a pack together, that's an option too.
Yeah, I can ask. I can't just, I have to ask them, right? So, but we'll talk when I talk to them.
You have not heard of voluntelling? Oh.
No,
when I'm just kidding.
when I talk to them tonight, I'll bring it up. So thank you.
Oh, no problem. I hope it was helpful.
It was.
If anyone has any other game ideas or anything like that, drop them below too. There's also one jackbox.tv that was really cool too. That one I'm still learning more about, but one of my Girl Scouts really wanted to do that at one of our meetings, and it actually turned out to be really successful.
Jackbox what?
.tv.
.tv. Okay.
And I'm still learning more about that, but she really wanted to run it, and I don't know if it costs anything. It may. Right. I have no clue.
Okay. All right. I hate to like leave, but I have to go back to work before I don't do it at all.
No, same here. I've got meeting after meeting after meeting today, so I feel you.
I appreciate you super, super duper much, and everybody else was commenting that I can't see, but I will look at later.
Okay. Oh, you guys, sorry. I sent it directly to her, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to see if I can figure out a way to link it to be able to share it. So if you can't see it, then I'll try to do it again.
Thank you. I got it. So, and then can you share your slide thing, or like the side of it, so I can get like an idea of the
Yeah,
like the way it should go. God,
this way.
I was not yawning.
By saying that, you got caught by default, right?
I know, I did. That doesn't matter because I'll be doing, at least now I'll be working till like 7, but then I have my meeting, so I'll be working till like 9. I just had to finish it.
Well, now you can have coffee. The thing about virtual meetings, have fun with them. You let them bring snacks to it. Some kids are going to wear uniforms, some won't. It's going to be a whole variety of things, but I think it's fun to kind of roll with it.
We are going to ask them to, but I'm sure that a lot of them won't.
Yeah.
All right, I got to run. I'm super late.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Tell Emily I said hi.
I will. She's practicing flute. I can hear that. All right, bye.
Ciao. Bye, everybody. Let me know if you have any questions or any other lives you want to see. And if you have something you want to share, let me know too, because I'd be happy to do that. I hope you guys have a beautiful Monday. I'm going to be doing a couple more lives. I have one of my really good friends, Laniqua, coming on pretty soon with me to talk about her book as well. And then there's a couple of different lives I've been feeling called and led to like really share with you guys. I just want to encourage you guys, if you have questions, just, like I woke up to Jenni asking me questions this morning, please feel free to ask, because I think that, that's what, when we're all leaders and we're all scouters, we're all used to working together. And I think that you're not in this alone. And even if it seems like it, and the beautiful thing about the way things are going right now, it really sucks because of COVID, because we're not able to meet in person as much, but it's also, in a way, we can look at the challenges of it, but we can also see that we can think outside the box and really kind of get creative with how we're doing scouting, so long as it stays with, obviously adhering to the rules, to make sure that everyone is good and well and protected and all that good jazz. But there's a lot of really cool things you could do. And just have fun with it. If you've already had some of your pack meetings, please feel free to DM me if you want to come on and share some ideas as well. I would love to get a good cohort of people together. So Mark, if you want to join my Master round, like my little Master roundtable chat, that would be super cool, because I've been putting that together. But I wish you guys well. Don't forget to like, comment, share if you want, and follow me here, or like and follow the page, and do the same on YouTube. I'll have it on YouTube shortly as well. But I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your Monday, and ciao.